handbrakes are never ever good. Anyway, welcome to another one. Welcome to South Australia as well. We've just made it across the borders. Have a look at this, mate.
Mate, she's going to be a windy one.
Even though it's bloody windy, I'm only ever going to be at this spot like at least once in my lifetime. I won't be here for a good few years, if anything, next, so we may as well chuck out the bloody tent anyway. Maybe quite windy tonight, but that's alright, we'll deal with it. This is the ultimate test for this dune rooftop tent. With all this wind, are these poles going to hold up? Might not even be able to go to sleep if it's too windy. So I'm not even going to try cook anything tonight. It's definitely going to be quite windy trying to cook something, so the cooker will keep on switching off if anything, but I got a bunch of chicken strips off from the servo and I got a couple sandwiches as well, so we'll gobble this up first, we'll wait for the sunset and I'll see you all then. That was a good sunset, eh? There's a lot of flies here though, if anything. Mate, it's going to be a windy one tonight, but hopefully we can get a good night's sleep. Might not be able to sleep with all this wind, but hopefully it won't be too rough. I've ended up moving into the car. Way too windy to sleep in there at the minute. I've only had like 3 hours worth of sleep for the whole night pretty much. It's 6 AM in the morning at the minute. I may end up falling asleep, but I'm not entirely sure just yet. The sun is pretty much just on its way up at the minute. It's quite hazy this morning. It seemed to work last night. It didn't break from all the winds. That's alright, we'll pack up the tent. This is a view from up top. Bloody windy up here, nice and cold. Now we are going to start heading off in that direction over there, off to the Bunda Cliffs, and after that we'll be off to one of the stations. I'm actually forgetting the name of the station at the minute. It's where the car graveyard is, so we are going to go check that one out as well. I probably won't get to Ceduna today just because I only got 3 hours of sleep last night. However, we'll see how we go with all the driving. This one's obviously Bunda Cliffs. This is the best bloody view you're going to see, mate, I tell ya. Mate, I forgot how gnarly this looks. They're not wrong when they say that it's the edge of Australia. It's a moment that we've been waiting for, the edge of Australia. Welcome to Bunda Cliffs. Yoo! We are about 10 k's out from the air highway. Now I'm talking about the old one, not the main road one, because that's where the old car grave is. Mate, I can tell why so many cars perished over here. Bloody bumpy. Welcome to the bloody old air highway. Yoo! So I'm headed off to the old car graveyard. It'll be bloody awesome for sure. Engine's still in that one as well. There's more cars in that direction. There's more trucks as well. Right there. Have a look at this bloody dog, mate. Would have loved to have seen this car on the road. There's definitely a lot of kind of cars that definitely broke in some kind of ways. There's a couple of larger trucks to look at for as well while you're over here. There's also a house to explore as well. Make sure to come check it out. You forget what these ones are called, but I actually saw one on Marketplace that was actually still running. We are in the old farm homestead. Here's the old bathroom. Here's the old fire spot. Alright, so this one here is probably the most intact vehicle they've got. In all seriousness though, this is probably the most intact vehicle. Obviously it's still broken if anything. Have a look at this old thing, man. It's crazy seeing all of these cars, hey? Man, that's crazy. went through here quite a few years ago, obviously when it was open. It's pretty bloody awesome to think about that, really. Like, I don't know if my father remembers a lot of this area, you know, but it would have definitely been cool to have seen it up and running. My dad would have seen all of that, mate. That was like 40 or 50 years ago when my father did it. Just before they built the main roads. Father would have been in his 20s or so. He's in his 70s at the minute. We are going to head back onto the main road because there's nothing really to see on the old air highway. It's pretty much just dirt and gravel most of the way, really. At least we've seen the graveyard now. It's definitely worth it. So we're probably about 100 k's out from the Nullarbor Roadhouse. I'm pretty sure it's $3 per litre. So I was thinking of using the jerry can. A bloody windy night tonight. Definitely not sloping in the rooftop tent, if anything. At the Roadhouse at the minute. I just fuel for $2. I'm about 100 k's away from here, so yeah, this one's probably the most expensive on the whole of the Nullarbor. I also picked up some more chicken strips as well because I probably won't be able to cook in this bloody weather at the minute. We are heading off to this free camp. I'm pretty sure it's free. So we made it to our campsite. It is fairly bloody busy here tonight. So I was just sleeping in the car tonight. I definitely need a good sleep. So sleeping in the car will definitely be way better than a rooftop tent, especially in this wind. Pretty much got nothing to set up really. So that's all good. We just chuck all the shades all over the car. I see you once it's dark. Mate, I'm going to sleep like a log tonight. We're going to head off to bed. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, as I did say. So we'll definitely get a lot tonight, hopefully. And tomorrow we'll be off to Ceduna. I'll see you all tomorrow. Had a good night's sleep, if anything, so we're all rested up for sure. And we'll be checking out windmills in Penang. Let's hit the road. Copy in the oversize. Is it fine to pass? Cheers, mate. Safe travels. Those bloody big rigs, you know, like they're like 3 meters wide to take up the whole bloody road, but as long as you get them over to UHF and ask them if it's okay to pass you, letting you all just got a light on the dash, so I'm just going to check it out quickly on the side of the road. I can't really do much at the minute since I'm on the Nullarbor. At least it's not like flashing and beeping, because if it was flashing and beeping, that means that I'd have to drain the fuel and the water. So I reckon I might have to get underneath my ute once again and try and empty the fuel filter from the water. I had a couple blokes from Queensland having a look at it with me. So I've done what I could to drain the filter. I'm not entirely sure what's actually wrong with it. It may just need like replacing or something like that. Alright, well that was easy enough. New filter for $50. It wasn't as expensive as a fix as it could have been. I don't think fuel filters last that long. It's alright now because the light's turned off, so hopefully that is all good. Hopefully that's all that sorted out then. I just had to pull a few plugs out, a couple of little hoses, and that was that bloody filter done, mate. We've got about 80 k's off to Penang. Alrighty then everyone, so we're not in Ceduna at the very minute. We've driven through Penang as well. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of space on my phone at the minute, so I wasn't able to video any other wind farm. I wasn't able to video any other windmills or anything like that. But either way, I'll get the storage sorted. I'll be off to Ceduna tomorrow. Probably see you all then. Rightio everyone, so we're actually in Ceduna at the very minute. Now we are staying at this little caravan park. It's about $20 a night, so it's definitely nothing special. Now the other reason why I'm doing it is because last year I actually almost got robbed over here while I was camping, while I was free camping. It's kind of more like a safety precaution, because when you get robbed in a tent, you kind of don't want to be robbed again in the same spot, you know. So that's the main reason why I've got my caravan park thing for the night. And we haven't really been videoing much because I've only got like 1 gigabyte of space on my phone at the very minute. I need to keep editing all my videos. I've actually got like 7 videos at the very minute waiting to be posted and edited, so they're taking up a lot of space on my phone. I'll have to get to that at some point, if anything. I reckon this video is actually being posted in the middle of July. While this video has actually been made, it's actually only the 10th of June, so it goes to show that my videos are definitely way behind. That also is kind of a good thing, because I'm making a lot of good content. All of you guys must love it as well. Now tomorrow we shall be off to a spot called Streaky Bay. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the spot. I'm not sure where I'll be camping up or anything like that just yet. I'll see what happens, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Alright, morning everyone. I don't think I'm missing much in between Ceduna and Streaky Bay. I'm driving through South Australia at the very minute. There's a lot of two-wheel drives, and well, literally every single car They've all been waving at me. Maybe they're all more friendly in this area. Ooh, fish and chips. Mate, we've got a cafe right in the bloody campsite where I'm staying at. We know what we're buying for dinner tonight. But we are at a caravan park in Streaky Bay. I'll tell you why in a second. I need to find my spot first before I can start speaking. I couldn't find like a good campsite that was at a Streaky Bay. Now don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good campsites around here. Most of them are actually 20 bucks a night. I was thinking to myself, it's not really bloody worth it to pay 20 bucks just for a campsite with a good view like this one. At a caravan park is actually 25 bucks a night for the unpowered. Now the main reason why I've done this as well is because this has toilets, it has showers, it has power, it has internet, all that good bloody stuff. It's quite cheap for 25 bucks as well, so I treat myself to a wee bit of luxury for once.
But yeah, now we'll chuck up the tent and then we'll get into the day. I'll be cooking up some snacks for the night. Bloody gorgeous, mate. We are going to hop in the tent soon. I'll see you once I'm up there. Morning everyone. It is a wee bit windy outside at every minute. We're meant to be having like 10 to 20 mils worth of rain tonight, so I reckon I'm actually going to pack up the tent. I'll just sleep in the cab tonight. If it's windy like this at the minute, the weather's going to be so crap tonight, so I probably won't even get any sleep if I was up here. So either way, we'll pack up the tent and then we'll get into the day. We've left the caravan park. We are now on the way to one of the attractions. At the very minute, we are on a dirt track. So the spot where I'm walking to at the minute, there's actually a couple of blowholes in here. This spot's actually called Whistling Rocks. I'll chuck my beanie on so I don't lose my hat because it's definitely quite windy. I might get wet over here. You can see all the salt water hitting this thing. A lot of corrosion on this bridge from all of this water. Getting drenched, mate. Oh, mate. I reckon I'm wet enough as it is. Continue on. My pants are like fully drenched now. Nice and refreshing. It's pretty alright. It was pretty fun over there. The next spot where I'm off to is a sea lion colony. Hopefully I can see some seals over there. That will be pretty cool. Yeah, so all the seals are down. We shall continue on back off to the caravan park. I'll see you all then. So as I said this morning, we'll be sleeping in the car. Yeah, this blocks out a lot of the light outside. And my bed's already set up as well, so yeah, that's alright. I'll probably eat some fish and chips for a meal tonight, see how good it is over here. So we'll go grab some. That's the fish and chips right there. It's fairly decent if anything. I wouldn't say that this was as good as the one while I was in Peaceful Bay. It's definitely still pretty good. Obviously, I can't be fussy on the roads. Pretty much anything that's given to me, I'll just gobble right up. As long as it's edible. But either way, I'll gobble the rest of this one up and then I'll hop into bed. I'll see you all once I'm in there. Gotta sort out my bed for another night. Alright, well that is that pretty much done. Kind of glad that I'm sleeping in the cab tonight because it's quite windy out there at the minute, quite wet as well. Now there's actually a bloke in the campsite as well. He took a photo of my car to send to one of his mates, and his mate is actually a subscriber of my channel, which is quite interesting for sure. So I had a good chat with him. May have actually gained another subscriber once again. I've honestly lost count of how many people have pulled me over or said good day to me who all follow my YouTube channel. Mate, it's getting crazy. I'm definitely getting out there if anything. I'm glad that people like my videos though. I mean, I love my videos as well. It's definitely a good experience traveling around Australia. I absolutely love it, mate. If I'm being honest with you, I've actually been out on the road for about a year and a half now. Like, it has been on and off. I've been more out of Perth than I have been in Perth for the last year and a half. When I did start the lap last year, I was actually in Albany for most of that year. I've only ever been in Perth for like at least like 2 months top. I've definitely been out of home for a very long time, if anything, but I'm definitely enjoying it. But yeah, now for this second lap, it has technically been 6 months. I left in February, and by the time this video is probably being posted, it's probably like almost the end of July. So if my maths is correctly, that is basically 6 months. But my plans are for the rest of this year, I'm actually going to stop in Tassie. I'm going to work there until next year, so I'll be 20 by the time I leave Tassie, because I'll be having my birthday over in Tassie, so that'll be quite interesting for sure. And then after that, I'm not entirely sure which way I'm going to head. However, I know I will be going up north, if anything, towards Cairns and whatnot. I just don't know in what kind of direction I'll be going. I guess we'll figure it out next year, because we obviously don't need to figure that one out just yet. My goal for this year is get to Tassie, but that's as far as I've planned, if anything. You don't even have to plan your Aussie lap. I really never thought to myself that I'd be doing a second lap like this, right? Like, I thought that my first lap, literally like 3 months or so, it turned out to be like 7 months that I was out in the road last year, because I left in February as well. Obviously my car breaking down, that did send me back to Perth for a wee bit of time. That was still part of my lap, if anything. That was alright. So that first lap was pretty much 7 months, and then I was still on the road after that as well. I was in Albany. I've never really stopped being on the road since February of last year, mate. So my best advice is just wing the whole bloody Aussie lap, mate, because you never know where you're going to be. You could literally find a town and just love it so much that you just want to stay there for so long. Like, that's me in Albany pretty much. Either way, ladies and gents, we're actually going to end the video right here. Stay keen for next week. We'll be off towards, I think it's called Port Lincoln. It's definitely not Port Douglas, I don't think. I'm actually forgetting where it is, but it's about 3 hours away from here, so we're heading out that way tomorrow. Obviously, we probably won't get there tomorrow. We'll probably be at like some kind of rest stop or some kind of camp here and there somewhere, but not entirely sure just yet. Stay keen for it either way. God bless, and I'll see you all next time.